For 20 years, Ethan Carter had built his ranch into one of the most successful properties in Texas. His private reservoir was the heart of everything he owned. Every drop of water represented years of hard work and legal investment. Protecting it had always been his highest priority. The reservoir supplied water to hundreds of acres of farmland. It kept livestock healthy throughout every season. Neighbors respected Ethan because he followed every law. His property had become a model for responsible land management. Every permit had been legally approved years earlier. Engineers inspected the dam regularly. The reservoir was worth nearly $8 million. It represented Ethan's life's work. A few miles away, HOA President Melissa Grant had become obsessed with controlling neighboring properties. She believed appearance mattered more than ownership. Even land outside her community caught her attention. That attitude often created unnecessary conflict. Melissa convinced herself the reservoir belonged to everyone nearby. She ignored property records. She ignored state regulations. Instead, she trusted her own assumptions. A short business trip took Ethan away for 2 days. Before leaving, he checked every system one final time. Everything was operating perfectly. There was no reason to worry. Only hours after Ethan left, Melissa drove toward the ranch. She passed multiple warning signs. None of them slowed her down. Melissa arrived with several contractors. She claimed she had permission to remove water. Nobody questioned her paperwork. The pumps were switched on. Thousands of gallons began leaving the reservoir every minute. The shoreline slowly retreated. The once peaceful lake started changing before everyone's eyes. No one contacted Ethan. When Ethan returned home that evening, something immediately felt wrong. Heavy machinery surrounded his reservoir, and the water level looked far lower than he remembered. Ethan slammed on the brakes. Something was terribly wrong. The reservoir had dropped several feet. Industrial pumps were draining his private water. He hurried toward the equipment. Workers immediately noticed him. No one expected the owner to return so soon. The atmosphere became tense. Melissa smiled confidently. She waved several documents in the air. According to her, everything was completely legal. Ethan wasn't convinced. Ethan calmly opened his property records. Every permit carried official approval. Every document clearly identified him as the owner. The evidence spoke for itself. The contractors carefully reviewed the paperwork. Their expressions quickly changed. Something didn't match Melissa's claims. Doubt spread across the worksite. Melissa refused to admit any mistake. She insisted she had permission. Ethan remained calm. Facts mattered more than loud voices. Ethan called the county authorities. He explained the situation carefully. The dispatcher immediately understood the seriousness. Officials were dispatched without delay. Sheriff's deputies arrived within minutes. The contractors shut down the pumps. Everyone stepped back. The investigation officially began. Each person gave a separate statement. Deputies documented every detail. Witnesses described exactly what happened. The timeline became increasingly clear. A county engineer inspected the equipment. Property records were carefully reviewed. The facts pointed in one direction. Melissa's explanation began falling apart. The county engineer completed his first inspection. Every connection was carefully examined. The pumps had removed an enormous amount of water. The financial damage was becoming clear. Surveyors measured the remaining water level. The numbers shocked everyone. Millions of gallons had disappeared. The investigation became much more serious. Environmental specialists arrived shortly afterward. They collected samples from several locations. Every detail had to be documented. Nothing would be left to guesswork. Officials compared every legal document. Each permit matched Ethan's records. Ownership was never in question. The paperwork told a complete story. Melissa tried explaining her decision. The contractors looked increasingly uncomfortable. They admitted they trusted her instructions. No one had verified ownership. Every pump was photographed. Every hose was documented. Investigators collected evidence carefully. Nothing was overlooked. Engineers inspected the dam itself. Fortunately, no permanent structural damage was found. But replacing the lost water would be expensive. The total cost continued to rise. The following morning, Ethan met with his attorney. Together they reviewed every piece of evidence. The legal case looked extremely strong. They prepared to file suit immediately. The legal team organized hundreds of pages of documents, photographs, permits, invoices, and inspection reports filled the files. Every fact supported Ethan's claim. Preparation became their top priority. Within days, the lawsuit was officially filed. The case quickly attracted public attention. Many people were surprised by the evidence. The courtroom battle was about to begin. The courtroom fell completely silent. Everyone stood as the judge entered. Ethan remained calm beside his attorney. Months of preparation had led to this moment. Melissa appeared far less confident than before. The weight of the evidence surrounded her. Her attorney quietly reviewed the case files. The hearing officially began. Ethan explained the history of his ranch. He described the reservoir's importance. Every answer was calm and supported by documents. The courtroom listened carefully. The county engineer presented technical evidence. Satellite images showed the falling water level. Inspection reports confirmed the damage. Justice had finally arrived. Outside the courthouse, Ethan thanked everyone who supported him. The legal battle was finally over. His property rights had been protected. As the sun set across the reservoir, peace returned to Ethan's ranch. The difficult chapter had finally ended. His hard work and the rule of law had protected everything he had built. If you enjoyed this HOA story, don't forget to thumbs up sign like this video, bell subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another incredible HOA story. White down pointing backhand index, tell us in the comments, where are you watching from today? United States, globe showing Americas.